I really wanted to make this video really raw. I don't even have an intro for it because I'm just trying to get my emotions together. I literally just broke down crying this morning because what they don't talk about is having an autistic child that is some semi nonverbal, like he speaks but he doesn't. But the hard thing is that he woke up at 3 this morning and hasn't been asleep. Mind you, I have to clock into a job that I'm not the happiest with. I'm in my closet, by the way, so excuse it. It's a mess right now. We're trying to declutter it. But anyways, it's just really hard. It's not even just that. It's just to know that I have to stay here because life is just so expensive right now. And I just wanted to make this video real, just my true emotions of how I'm feeling. And it's like, I literally just had a meltdown, I want to say, in the shower. Because I got up and I just felt overwhelmed with everything. Legend is really taking its time. He's really taking his toll on this morning. Like, every 20 minutes he's crying about something. And obviously as his mom, I'm going to coddle him and get him together as much as I can. And then have to realize in 2 hours I have to be, or 3 hours, I have to be at a place that does not appreciate me as an employee. Literally doesn't care about my mental health, really does not care about anything, but I have to keep this job right now to get by because everybody is drowning right now. No one is higher than the next person. That's why I never judge anybody, because you don't know what their battles are. And it's just so frustrating because I'm just tired. Not only, and I'm being really transparent, not only am I living paycheck to paycheck, I don't even live outside my means. So it's kind of frustrating that I have put myself in this situation. It just sucks. It really does suck. Like, that's not even the part of the iceberg that makes me frustrated. It just makes me frustrated because I overthink. And you want something so bad, but you don't. It's hard. Literally, I really just, I don't know. I'm just all over the place, but it's just really hard because you want to be, I want this so bad. I want this YouTube shit to take off so bad for myself because I deserve it. And I'm just tired of feeling unappreciated for my jobs. I never really was good at anything else but expressing my emotions and being an advocate for myself, so I never fit in at the typical jobs ever. Ever. So when I'm able to make a platform for myself where I can just be myself is the best feeling in the world. And I just want to make it so I can make my kids proud. I feel like I'm trying not to cry, y'all, because I was never the type of person to cry on camera. I feel like that's just so, like, how do you cry on camera? But for me, this is my diary, so I really don't care. But I just want my children proud of me and proud of what I've done and what I have accomplished. And it's kind of hard because I don't know what they see. I mean, they know that I'm trying. They know what I do to make them get as much as they can. But it's just hard as being a parent right now. It's really hard to be a parent right now in this fucking day and age. Like, we're not back when our parents were raising us. It's really hard. And I hate it. I just want to live comfortably for my kids. I don't even have to be rich. I just want to be able to pay my bills on time. And not have to ask for a payment arrangement. And not have to borrow money from this and that and the third. But that's the life we live in right now. Everybody it's over afloat right now. I'm probably not the only one in this situation, but it's just frustrating. It's really hard. Like, I don't know. It's just really hard. I have to stay at this place that I don't like because my mental is not all the way there. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna keep this shit 1,000. But I have to go because I at least have to keep the lights on and the rent paid and food on the table and hygiene stuff for them. Like, it's hard. I don't want to go back there. I hate working there. And it's like every job I've had, it's like I get easily wanting to find better for myself. And I do when I do find other jobs. But I just feel like the current job that I'm at is just not understanding. And no job is. I feel like they always look out for the best of the employer and not the employee, which is sad. But I just really want my kids to be proud of who I am. And they probably are. I mean, they tell me all the time, but do you really feel like you're doing it right as a parent? That's my issue. But I was literally just bawling because I was overwhelmed. I'm more mellow now because I took my medication, but it's hard. It's hard being a parent right now. It really is. I don't give a fuck if you're a single mother or a 2-parent household. It is harder now. And people don't get it. This shit is not for the weak. I have to work Monday through Friday and still try to take off time to be a mother. And having a son that has autism has been very hard. I think that's what is frustrating the most, is because you have to really have patience for a child that has autism, and he's up at 3 a.m. Like, literally on his tablet, at 3 a.m. like it's 7 o'clock in the morning. Matter of fact, let me find my phone. It's 5:04 now, but I literally had to take a shower to get out my feelings. Like, I literally was feeling so overwhelmed. I wanted to break down and cry. I wanted to do all those things. And I did them. But I'm trying to hold back my emotions, and I shouldn't be doing that, but it's just hard. It really is hard. If you're going through something right now, I say document it so you can go back and look at your growth and progress that you've made. And that's why I'm doing this, is because I know it's just a minor storm that I'm going through. But I feel like I fight fucking storms every fucking day. I literally feel like I have to go through a desert storm every day. And it sucks when you have anxiety and been diagnosed with depression and try to fight these battles and be strong for your kids. It's crazy. That's what people don't talk about. I feel like I'm literally in a battle in survivor mode every day. And I don't want to be in that. Like, I want to be able to pay the bills I need to pay every month without feeling like I'm drowning. And I think that's everybody's reality right now. But it's really not fair. It's really not fair. Life isn't fair. And then I think I can fix my situation by like, oh yeah, let me drop everything I have going on right now and go back to school for nursing. Because not only is that something that I've always wanted to do, it's also going to be a financial security for myself. But that's not going to fix my problem right now. That's going to fix my long term. It'll be for long term. I've thought about that too. And then I did find a school that I could have tested and got in. And I was going to go take the HESI, which is the entrance exam you need to become a nursing student or, you know, get into a nursing program. And y'all, they took the damn program away. Like, they just said they're just discontinuing it right now. And it's kind of frustrating because it's like, literally I turned in all my stuff that I had to turn in. And it was for an August start date. And they just emailed me Monday and said that they're discontinuing that program and they don't know when they're going to start the LPN program back up. But if you want to do the RN program, you can. Which would have changed my life in a year instead of 12 months. I mean, 12 months. It would have changed I would become a nurse in a year instead of waiting 2 years. Because RN is 2 years. And they have the same deadline. I can start in August, but my HESI scores would be, I need like a 75, I think, which isn't bad. If you really study and apply yourself, I think I'll be okay. But what's frustrating is that my mind was set just on becoming an LPN at the current moment in next year, instead of doing the RN program, because I want to just get my feet wet to see if I would still love nursing after becoming an LPN. I didn't know if I wanted to bridge over to an RN. So that's frustrating right now in life. And then on top of that, my job is not my schedule that they had me on. When I went back to work, they put me on a training schedule, so it's like a refresher course. What's the most frustrating part is that yes, it's a 30-minute difference, so technically I will clock in at 8 o'clock my time. But however, since I'm on this training schedule, I have to clock in at 7:30. Mind you, the older kids are out of school, so I'm good there, but the younger kids have to get off to daycare. So I'm still getting up at 5 something in the morning, sometimes 6. Most of the time I get up at 6 and I try to be at the house by 6:45 to get them to daycare by 7 o'clock in the morning. But it's been hard with an adjustment for them, especially with Legend. He's used to seeing his teacher at daycare. Like, she's been coming in there earlier now, but I don't know, normally she doesn't get there till 7:30. So it's a transition thing for him, so that's very frustrating. And I just didn't understand why they were switching my schedule when literally I only been on leave for a month. And I can honestly tell you guys that I see why I took my leave. It makes sense now. But they have me on this schedule until like the end of June, and then I'll go back to my 8 to 4:30 schedule, which is okay, but it's hard when you have kids that are in school. And it sucks because I had told them that I would need my schedule changed before my kids go back to school, and they go back to school at the end of July. So if they don't change it, y'all, I have to go. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna try to hold out as long as I can, but it's already pushing me away to go ahead and just think of other resources at this point, because I put in yesterday I had a meeting with Legend with one of his caseworkers that he has to help him with his services. And I put it in with my job and told them, since I'm in training, I reported to my trainer, like, hey, I'm going to be off, I need to be off for up to 2 hours because I have a meeting. And the trainer was okay with it. And then he told me that he had to report it to my supervisor, which I don't see. Well, I can see why, but I didn't think it would hinder anything because of the fact that I'm not an asset right now. Like, I'm not on the floor is what they call it. Like, I'm not in the queue to take calls or whatever. Because you guys know I'm an intake coordinator. But he reached out to my supervisor, and she pretty much told me to put it in so I can get it, so they can put it in the system. So it's in there. So I put it in the system. Mind you, I was only going to take 2 hours off. I didn't think it would count against me because of this. I put it in. The person that handles our schedules denied my request. So I emailed my supervisor like, hey, my request was denied. And she tells me that, the guy that denied it was like the scheduler person. He was like, oh, it's too many people off on that day. And I'm like, I'm not even taking the day off. I'm just taking an hour or so, and my trainer said it was fine, and now it's a problem. So pretty much he told me I could take the time off if I need to, but it'll be unscheduled, which I'm all like, okay, because I need to take it off. I already had this appointment scheduled for Legend. So I went ahead, and before I took it, I had reached out to my supervisor like, hey, I put in for this time, however they're telling me that I have to take it unscheduled. And she goes and tells me that it would, and so I asked her, will it count against me? And she said it would. So I said, okay, it's going to be a half a point or a full point. And she told me it'll be a full point for 2 damn hours. So you know what I did? I took the whole fucking day. Because what I'm not going to do is take 2 hours and still get pointed a whole hour. A whole day. Mind y'all, I already got a write-up. Because I was missing so many days with everything that was going on with Legend. And they were denying my request for his appointments and stuff like that. Mind you, I told this job about Legend's autism evaluation and all that stuff before I even took this job. Before I even accepted the position, I told them, hey, my son's getting evaluated for autism. However, if he does come back as having it, being, you know, autistic or whatever, I know there's going to be a long road ahead of me, so I'm not going to be here. Like, I don't know how his schedule is going to look. So I already told them that. So it's very frustrating that they act like they care and they don't. And then I know you guys thought me look for another job because I said I was going to let this job go. But, and I said like in my other video, it just didn't make sense to take a job with the distance. I thought the job will eventually be remote. So I'm like, okay, I could be in office or hybrid. I could be in office for a few days and then be back at home. It just doesn't make sense with the economy that we're living in right now to waste that much gas to get to that next job. So I couldn't take that one. It's just really hard to try to be a full-time mother and a full-time employee at the same time. And I'm all for like putting a job on the back burner, that finding one that works for me. But y'all, every job I done had is not working. And I don't have a problem working. I was a CNA. I've been a CNA for almost 17 years. I don't have a problem working. That's not the issue. They just don't give a fuck about your kids. They don't give a fuck about the time you need off. They don't care about none of that stuff. And it's unfortunate because I love the job that I do. It's just frustrating how management is. And my manager, she's not really friendly. Like, she doesn't come off as friendly. Like, mind you, we work remote. You would think the morale would be really nice, but it's not. It's so, like, repetitive. Every day the same thing. You do the same thing. And it's like, okay, I'm okay with that. But it's like you don't have any supervisor feedback. You don't have any, like, it's just so dull there. Like, I feel like when you clock in there, they suck the life out of you so bad, and I hate that. But y'all, I'm just on here just rambling because I really just wanted to get this out. Like, anytime I go through something, like I said, I'm just gonna express it, and I don't care how nobody perceives it. It's just me just telling my story, being transparent, and it sucks because I try to be so strong and be this superwoman, and I can't do everything. And then on top of that, y'all know I go to therapy, and I had to redo my whole therapy schedule because my job is making it impossible for me to attend my therapy sessions. And I wish my provider, when I took the leave, I wish my doctor would have told them that it was crucial for me to have at least be able to do therapy on my lunch. I talked to my doctor yesterday because I had a follow-up call with her, and she was like, well, we'll have to probably put another leave in. We'll not take actual leave, but I'll probably have to do accommodations so I'm able to attend therapy, because now it's like I can't do any of the things that I was doing while I was on my leave. And then it's really hard dealing with trying to get myself together and still be strong for the 4 kids that I brought in this world. They don't talk about that shit. Then Legend, as y'all know, Legend goes to OT. He's supposed to go to OT 2 days a week, but the provider that he uses, they don't have the space for him. I said that before, that we were looking for other providers, and I'm really going to take Heath to it and actually find him a different place to go to, because it just sucks. Like, he's not in there the time that he needs to be in there. And then they did recommend him for speech therapy, and he's in there. He's supposed to be seen twice a week for that. So I'm really finna I'm gonna find a place, and once I find him a place, I'm just gonna leave the current place that he's at, because they don't have any openings for him. So, and he hasn't been to occupational therapy in about a week and a half now, and I feel like I need to get him in a routine, especially with him finna start kindergarten. And then he's about to start kindergarten. My 11-year-old is about to start 6th grade. So I'm gonna have a kindergartner, a 6th grader, 11th grader, and a daycare baby. Because with Legacy's birthday being late, she's gonna have to do preschool twice, and I'm gonna sign her up actually for preschool. So I'm gonna do that. But my mind is just all over the place, y'all. I just really just needed to vent, and I just gotta keep going. If you're me, just keep going. I know that's easier said than done, because sometimes I just be feeling like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting stress on myself like this? Why this? Why that? But it's like, now I just come to the realization that I'm just doing the best I can. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. And I really thought I was going to boohoo cry on this camera, and I'm really happy that, I don't know, it's because my antidepressants kicked in, and I'm like, it is what it is. But I just want to be very transparent that I feel just overwhelmed today. And I've been up since 3 in the morning. I might be sleep deprived because Legend's been up since 3 this morning. But having an autistic kid is not for the weak, y'all. You have to have a lot of patience. And I know he's going to regret being up this early, because I have to work in 3 hours. And, well, actually I get up at 6, technically. So I have to get them up. And he's not going to want to go because he's tired. So I don't know. I have to see if my husband would want to keep them or whatever, because I don't know if he has anything scheduled today, or is he going to go do overtime? Who knows? Because at this point we both need to work 2 jobs apiece just to make it. And that's not just living in Arizona. That's every damn where. And that's crazy. But I'm on here just rambling now at this point, but I feel better. Thank y'all for my talk. I don't know, it's like I said, I don't know if it's because my meds kicked in now, or because I was a mess. I was just feeling very overwhelmed today. And I'm like, I want to start a new, like, not series, but I think I want to just be able to wake up and just get my thoughts together instead of going right into mommy mode. Because I do that. Like, literally, I wake up, y'all, in the morning, and I'm just going right, boom, 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 right to work. I think I'm really going to start setting my clock to wake me up at 4 a.m. or 4:30 or 5 a.m. between those times. Just so I can get my thoughts right. Because I think Legend would be asleep right now, technically. And Legacy's knocked out right now. And, like, everybody's sleeping in my house right now. So this is the perfect time for me to do a video with y'all if I need to check in with y'all, or edit, or just eat breakfast, or just get my mind together. I need to get me some more headphones, y'all. My headphones are, like, done. But I really feel like that. I need to start signing up for the gym. I was looking at a gym. There's 2 gyms by my house that I want to check out. I guess it used to be like a LA Fitness, and I have like a Planet Fitness by my house. But I just want to get my mind right. Even if it's just talking to y'all for 15 minutes or whatever, just to get me in a more positive perspective of life. Because I already have, I don't like, well, the one thing about having depression like that, but it's like, I don't want to put, it's going to be a bad day like that. I want to start doing affirmations in the morning and just taking more of a positive mindset on stuff. Because how you wake up and start your day is how you're going to finish it. I'm a true believer of that. But I'm better now. I talked to y'all. I don't feel so... I think this is what I needed. I just need to vent. I just needed y'all to hear me. And I appreciate y'all listening and staying for however long this video is. I really do appreciate y'all. But that's our little talk. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.